Welcome, my name is Rich. This is a Let's Play of DCUO, or to give it its full title, Dime Comics Universe Online. Although people usually call it DC Universe Online, because people don't tend to use Dime Comics as a name very much anymore, but that's what it used to stand for. Character I'm playing as is Quantum Issues, and I have experienced a few Quantum Issues since Monday. Last time on Wednesday, OBS just decided to stop the stream at about 2.5 hours long, or 2.5 hours in. So I apologize. I didn't know. OBS didn't tell me that it had stopped. I only realized once I had gotten to what I thought was time to stop, about 10 past 11. So it cut off the end of the Gorilla Grodd fight, unfortunately, and I don't know whether I'm able to go back in and do it again. I'll give it a shot. I'll go and find out. And I also did some Brainiac stuff. So it turns out that once you've completed the first mission sequence and fought the first boss, the person who not there. So in this case it was Officer Vega, but in one of the other safe houses it'll probably be someone else. But once you've completed the first mission and fought your first boss, so if you're meta hero like this, it would be Grodd, and if you were a magic hero it would be Faust, and if you are a tech hero it would be Scarecrow. So once you've defeated that first boss, the Brainiac sequence of missions opens up. Now with the Brainiac ones there isn't actually very much going on. All I was asked to do was a sequence of 3 missions with no boss at the end. And there weren't any related green exclamation marks with voice logs. So you come down here and defeat a bunch of these guys, and then you get sent around here where Brainiac is putting people in bubbles to digitize them. So there is an exclamation mark there, but it was a blue one, not a green one. Hold on, I want to recent text. This one, add to ignore. There we go. And I will play that again, just so that you can experience it, if I can find it. Deeds, investigations, Metropolis. No. Not renown. Headlines. No. Player briefs. Global briefings. Brainiac incursion. Here we are.
Attention, citizens of Earth. Do not attempt to resist, or you will be destroyed. This planet, and all it contains, already belongs to Brainiac. Your resistance only prolongs the inevitable.
Which is nice of Brainiac, I suppose, to give you a warning. But telling people that their resistance is futile didn't work out for the Borg, so I don't know why he's thinking that it will work out for him. With these guys, you can pick them up and then you're supposed to take them over to a thing over here that frees them. Oh, hey, it worked. Or at least the bubble disappeared. And then you get sent further along. Hold on, let me check my connection. No, my internet connection has decided not to be stable. Thanks for that, Wi-Fi. Do love it when that happens. And so here, you have to defeat these guys and interact with to turn off a sequence of... Oh, there we are. Big yellow fin devices, because Brainiac is using them to disrupt Oracle's transmission tech, basically. So I'm going to go and see whether I can redo Gorilla Grodd, the internal bit, because that was missing, unfortunately. But if it's not possible to just go back into the building and redo the mission, then it is possible to redo. Oh, hey. Enter Gorilla Grodd's lair. So I can do it, I think. I won't have any missions to do it. And I don't know whether all missions, instanced missions, will have a repair bot inside them, or whether it's just the first ones, just to let new players know that you can use people with this symbol over them as a place to repair your gear, and that your gear needs repairing occasionally. Generally, until you're as you're leveling up, until you get to max level, you probably won't ever need to repair any of your gear. You'll get new gear before the old stuff gets damaged to the point where it breaks, unless you find yourself getting defeated a lot. So this is where so it's actually a safe. I thought it was a sort of big chest. This is where it is this time. I think most, if not all, inside missions will have one of those. Oh yeah, I should probably also use this. So this is an XP boosting thing that I got on completing this mission the first time. Actually, I won't bother using it just yet. Let's put that in. I'll use it after I've finished this, and
security breach confirmed. Eliminate them immediately.
Before I start the Queen Bee mission. Now, there's a whole bunch of feats related to not just this mission, but mission inside instance missions in general. One of them is to finish it without being defeated. Another is to do all of the side mission bits inside of it. So in the inside instance mission at Madame Xanadu's magic shop, where you meet Zatanna for the first time if you're playing as a magic hero, there are a bunch of bookshelves that have golden fire sort of engulfing them. And if you go up to them and press interact, so I've set it to be F, but it's as standard it's E, and I don't know what it would be if you were using a gamepad. But you go up to each of those and interact. It will put out the fire, and if you find all of those, and there's like 9 of them or 7. There's a whole bunch. If you put them all out, that's a feat. And much like in this mission, freeing all of the devolved prisoners is a feat. I'm not sure what the Scarecrow one is. It's probably destroy all the barrels. Of fear gas, because being the Scarecrow, he uses fear gas, and he has a bunch of barrels of it around.
Transforming the prisoners quickly.
I think there's just a feat for defeating Grodd, probably. So if you've been keeping up with getting as many feats as you can, like destroying red and orange barrels and getting combos, and if you have enough pieces of cosmetic gear to acquire, oh hey Ravenforce, I think is not quite sure how to reply. Recent text. Polara Wavestorm. Tell. There we go. So once you try to avoid catching his attention, so I can zip past him, and why he's patrolling this way? It doesn't usually happen. So I can zip past him and
detecting prisoners escaping.
Sake.
Sending reinforcements.
Now who's laughing, monkey boys?
The humans are escaping.
So it seems as though these guys only spawn once the first one is defeated. Fair enough. So if you
hairless apes get away.
Slip past him and then free all the people, I don't know, I just like doing that, I guess. It's not relevant.
That's where you stand, human.
Okay. Yes, so the chest that I found right by the entrance sometimes spawns elsewhere. So sometimes it will spawn over here. Sometimes I think it might spawn in later in the mission. Not all missions have those loot chests, or loot safes, I suppose. But most of the story ones that you do as you level up will do, and often will have, as I said, a feat to accomplish by doing a thing
Repel the intruder.
related to the story. I think sometimes the loot chest can spawn around here, but I don't remember seeing it there for a long time. Fun fact, some of the PvE queues have those too. I found them in Area 51 queue. Oh, cool. Yeah, so I apologise for the stream cutting out
Quick, get me out of here
On
before
Wednesday.
Grodd sees you. Use that control over there.
OBS just decided to stop the stream at about 2.5 hours and didn't tell me. So I was sat here continuing to talk and play the game until about 11:10 when I stopped and checked OBS and found that actually I hadn't been on stream for about half an hour. So thanks for that, OBS.
Watch it! He's devolving those prisoners!
Devolving? Ignorant, vainglorious fools. You know nothing. Primitive scum. Tremble before Grodd.
So
It's
whilst you're fighting
go
him,
time.
Grodd has a voice line. I will crush you with my bare hands. And I think that not having the voice actor for Flash have a rejoinder to that being, but you have monkey hands or something along those lines, is a real missed opportunity.
Who's the big angry gorilla?
Well,
Grodd is. Yes, he is.
I did only start streaming today, about 15 minutes ago. I haven't been streaming for... There we go. I will crush you with my bare hands. So I wasn't streaming earlier today. I'm talking about on Wednesday. OBS on Wednesday evening decided to stop. Decided to not continue working.
Furface, wanna dance?
I think that's him defeated. Yeah, there we go.
You'll rue the day you crossed Grodd, human. We will meet again.
I wonder whether we'll get the animation at the end of it as well. Ooh, so if you repeat it, you'll still get a loot box to choose a reward from. Nice. I'll choose the one that I don't already have. So I suppose that's another way of earning all the rewards.
I'm going to run to Gorilla City and check with Solivar. See you in a flash.
So Gorilla City is where the intelligent gorillas live, one of whom is Gorilla Grodd. Solivar is the leader. So the city is in Africa somewhere, and it's disguised as a mountain. It's disguised with a hologram. As far as I'm aware, Grodd is the only not sapient ape, ape with psychic powers. By the way, I found a level 6 shield, but I'm not sure how to give it to you or if it would be useful to you. Thank you for the thought. I think we'd need to meet up, and I think you might be able to trade objects, although I've never tried it. But don't worry, I'll have out-leveled the shield. In fact, what level is my current weapon? Current weapon is level 8. Don't worry about giving me gear. I will very quickly out-level all of my gear, regardless of where it's come from, until I reach endgame, max level, and I start earning special currencies to buy gear from vendors. We don't seem to be getting the animation again. I was asking because the only use I have for it is selling it anyway. Well, thank you for the thought, but just go ahead and sell it. Because the game isn't showing the animation again, I will show it now. Simeon Sucker Punch.
Humanity's evolution was a mistake. My own was destiny. I will reclaim this earth from all who stand in my way. surrender a world that by rights belongs to me? I, who can control even the strongest minds and channel primal rage? Never! I will alter the flow of evolution and remake the world in my own likeness. Life is survival of the fittest. And Grodd will not just survive. He will triumph!
And then you never see Gorilla Grodd again. So it's nice that I can repeat that, just to have it on stream. But now I want to... Oh, I don't... I guess I'll do Home is Where Your Base Is. It's not actually story-related content, but it is something that... No, it's not story-related, so I'll do it off-stream. Because the purpose of this stream is to focus on the story, not on gameplay in general. Let's track that. Yeah, so once you complete that first mission, first instance against a boss, you probably by that point have gotten enough feat points that you get a skill point, and that will be just before you reach level 9, usually. Sure. Let's team up. Let's head over in the right direction now. Over here.
Superman speaking. Given your past work, I know you're the one to handle this situation. The Hive and Queen Bee are usually more interested in creating drones than hijacking trucks, but that's just what they're doing at the Metropolis Metrodome. They're attacking Star Labs transports to steal mass payloads of exobytes. We must reduce our losses. Those exobytes are critical to defeating Brainiac.
Oh yes, I was going to say about Gorilla Grodd. As far as I know...
Think you can grab some of those blasting scepters from the Hive stingers? They're loaded with neurotoxin, and we need some way to neutralize it. The more scepters we can get, the more likely we can work up a defense.
As far as I know, Gorilla Grodd is the only psychic capable sapient gorilla, and usually he gains his powers from experimentation. So in the instances where Gorilla Grodd's origin is not that he is part of the Gorilla City, and in fact is an ordinary gorilla, he will be given powers by, I think, the Flash or someone that works with the Flash, by accident. Or they're performing experiments to do with mind-affecting technology, and they decide to use the experiments, or perform the experiments on this gorilla, rather than on a human. And this creates an angry psychic sapient gorilla, but the psychic powers are never have their origin from a genetic mutation or magic or anything like that, or because Gorilla Grodd himself is a unique specimen. I think I'm having a connection issue. Why it's not? That's deeply weird. I may need to exit the game and start it up again. Welcome back. Hopefully. I apologize for
You've got to help!
the disturbance there.
These exobites must be claimed for Queen Bee!
This time, the plug that provides power to my internet router just slid out of the wall. Enough, not fully, but enough that it was no longer drawing power. And so all of the internet in the house went away. Which was nice.
These exobites belong to Queen Zazzala!
Queen
HIVE
Bee.
transmission. Primary training mandate. Swarm them!
Yeah, it's not a great tactic, just swarming your opponents.
Help! Help!
Really would like it if my tablet could connect to the Wi-Fi and remain connected. That would be great.
Run for your life!
No, that's a garbage connection. Let's try this one instead.
Oh my god! Do something!
So these guys just protecting bombed out trucks are a side mission that you can just pick up by
Don't think we would have made it out of here without you.
finding them. You need to protect a few of them to complete the side mission until you see no more spec ops with shields over their heads, I think. They have a helpful blue timer around their shield to indicate how long you have to protect them for.
You came along just in time. We've got to get these exobites out of here before HIVE gets their hands on them.
Could you please connect to the chat? I'm not asking that much of you. Sometimes you'll have a sequence of dudes appear to attack, and in this case, it was just the guys at the beginning.
We owe you one.
And then, because I've done that, oh no, maybe not.
How many enemies?
Oh hey! Hey Raven Force, nice costume.
Man, we owe you one.
I'm not sure how many of these you need to protect,
Cover us.
because... oh no, it's not that.
Hey,
Pest control. Textile Labs Force. Okay. It used to be that you would talk to one of them, I think, to help out, but now it seems to have been amalgamated into the main mission
thanks a lot. You saved our butts.
of pest control. So fair enough. Take out workers, HIVE workers stealing exobites. Okay, so just
Death to those steal
these guys in.
The swarm cannot be stopped! Feel the sting of Zazzala's wrath!
There we go, and level 10. Nice.
Hey, it's Oracle. Season's greetings and happy holidays. Unfortunately, this is a business call. The season of giving is being twisted into the season of getting by the Orange Lantern Larfleeze and his insatiable greed. Speak with Hal in the watchtower and he'll give you the details.
So I realized a little earlier that I hadn't found all of the voice logs for the Gorilla Grodd mission. So I'm going to go back and try and find the last one. There was only one missing, so it shouldn't be too difficult to find. But doing that means that I'll get a feat for finding all of them, and yeah, okay, great. Styles, yes, I know about those things. Sure, let's team up. It might be the one over here, actually. Yes, here we are. So doing it means I get a feat, and I also will get a message on the in-game messaging system from the Flash.
Gorilla Technician report. This reactor core can provide nearly endless power to any one of General Grodd's visionary devices.
And after a short delay, I will get a message from him, as I said, which contains a piece of gear, which I might well have out-leveled by the time I actually get the message. But it will also be a piece of cosmetic gear that I will be able to pick up, which is nice. Don't want to be tracked to this.
The Hive has turned the Metrodome into a fortress to defend their stolen exobytes and spread their mind-controlling hypnopollen across the city. Take out those dispensers and tag the exobyte containers for pickup. Star Labs will take it from there.
There's also a pair of side missions here, which I will also pick up.
It's a real mess out there. If you can put a dent in their supplies, we might just get a foothold on the compound. Take out their fuel canisters and knock out some of the Royal drones patrolling the area. Report back to me when you've finished up. We've got a plan to weaken Hive's assault. Mr. Luther has provided an override code that we can use on Hive's defense station on the roof. Make your way to the roof of the Metrodome and initiate the override on the defense matrix. Protect the matrix from any Hive forces that try and stop you. Try and leave the turrets intact. They'll be on our side and will aid you in your defense.
Why does Lex Luthor have override codes for pieces of technology that Queen Bee is using? Could it be that he's supplying her?
Hive mind transmission. Navigation matrix 1226 is offline.
So what you can do is you can target these and blow them up, and it causes these guys to get thrown around. Kind of fun. Doing that calls down one of these dudes.
The locator beacon was...
We will come and pick up the exobyte payload, I guess.
Confirmed, HQ.
These hex-based shield walls are absolute garbage. I mean, sure, my character is kind of powerful relative to ordinary humans, but one blow and they just evaporate into tiny pieces of shrapnel. Which is kind of ridiculous. So, Queen Bee, she is kind of I think she's a Silver Age villain. She doesn't show up very much in more recent comics. Here, she's very, very strongly on the insect theme with a whole bunch of dudes who she's mind controlled into working for her with pheromones. The only other recent version of her that I can remember is from Young Justice, where she is a psychic and a queen of a Middle Eastern country called Karak, I think, or Bayalia. No, Bayalia, blah blah. Bayalia is the one. And there, she just has psychic powers, and she can mind control men. I think anyone who would be sexually attracted to her, so lesbians as well, or well, at least bi women. Now, these royal drones can be kind of annoying because they have a control power which they can use on you.
Exobytes low.
And there he is.
Looks good,
Okay.
Command.
And in the Young Justice cartoon, Queen Bee doesn't really even go by the name Queen Bee. She has some vaguely
Confirmed, Command.
insect-looking designs in her crown. And I think that her civilian name is Bea, or Beatrice, so she could be called Bee, and she is by rank a queen. But she does not lean to any degree into the insect theme. Yeah, at least on the show. So, Queen Bee may show up occasionally in other comics. I mean, to be honest, I haven't read that many DC comics recently. I haven't really read any New 52. I think I stopped just before the Lantern business with the different cores. So yes, at this point, because I'm over the level cap where you'd need, beyond which you can, and I have a spare skill point, so I could buy the ability to use bows, but or any of the other weapons, but I don't really want to. I don't see the point. No, okay. Completed that.
Those hive stingers carry a hypnotizing neurotoxin. Lucky for you, you seem to be able to resist it.
Please, tablet, just connect and stay connected. Not asking that much of you.
Bad news. Queen Bee's drones have LexCorp and Starlab scientists hostage inside the Metrodome. We must free those scientists before she steals their minds and converts them into drones.
So that implies that there's more of a process to it, at least in this universe. Oh yeah, there was a side mission on top of here, wasn't there? And what are these to find?
Hive mind transmission.
Look,
Drones,
just fucking
discard armor plating for upgrades.
work, would you please? Nice. Since I don't own the power set, I haven't really seen any of the animations for the water power set. Nice. Cool, that's one. And then we just need to do the other. There are 3 on here. You don't have to do all 3. In fact, I don't know that you can. You might lose the ability to interact with this sort of dish thing once you've done 2 of them. I think you did used to need to do all 3, but oh well. That has changed. So now it's just a matter of going into the Metrodome, which is a big old sporting arena, it looks like. You'll notice once we're inside that it does not look remotely like a sporting arena inside. Can I share? Yes, there we go. Already assigned. Okay.
My squad was infiltrating the Hive's defenses when we came across LexCorp troops looting the place. They fired on us and ran. We gotta round them up before they cause more trouble. You can start with that guy over there. He should come to any minute.
Yeah, so if this is what the inside of the Metrodome looks like, then HIVE has been working on it for a long time. Or they work quickly, which I suppose might be the case. Oops, did not mean to do that. Accidentally hit the button. There should be... Have I got another connection issue? No, I can see Wavestorm moving around. There should be a scientist over here. Oh, maybe... I know, I don't care. I never use supercharge. It's never worth it.
I got my rights! Dispatch, we're recovering the exobytes by any means necessary.
Unless Wavestorm found
Hive
scientist.
mind transmission. Ensure neural devices always function at optimal parameters.
About time someone showed up. I have too much work and not enough time.
Okay, he's already defeated. Each of these scientists has a different voice line, and I think each of the Spec Ops dudes do as well.
These guys are freaking me out. They never stop. Everybody knows you're working for Star Labs.
As though working for Star Labs is a bad thing.
Swarm them! Swarm them! Stings!
time. Like I'd ever tell the Hive anything about exobites. Nice. I better get back to work before Mr. Luther finds out I'm slacking off here.
You just saved vital researchers in the fight against Brainiac. Although Lex doesn't see it, we all need to be working together. But we'll save that fight for another day. For now, take out the Hive's main power generator so you can get to Queen Bee and find out what's really behind this Hive invasion.
Poor bugger. Believing that being captured by Hive counts as slacking off.
Hive mind transmission. Target acquired. Sting them!
Not quite sure why this is useful, and why the guys hovering up there don't notice that their stack of objects has been destroyed. Like, why would that even be a thing that interacting with computer interface would achieve?
When Luther hears about this, you're going down.
So, I am checking my Wi-Fi repeatedly, and it just because I'm checking chat on my tablet, and I do keep trying to. I keep switching Wi-Fi because I've got a choice of a few networks to use, but none of them seem to be staying connected, so I can't actually see chat, unfortunately. I mean, maybe I'll try it on my phone, see whether that will work for me. But I'm not ignoring chat by any means. I love interacting with the people watching, but I'm limited by the technology I have available, unfortunately. There's a space up here, and there's often a chest up here, although it doesn't look like it spawned here this time. So I'm not sure where it will end up being.
I got my rights.
Intruder detected. Intruder detected. Initiating defense protocols. Alert Hive soldier beams.
There we are. Another feat.
The Hive mind has been breached. Overriding directive. Bring the exobites to Brainiac. Bring the exobites to Brainiac.
Bring the exobites to Brainiac! Guards! Protect your queen with your lives!
Destroy the intruder!
One with my hive mind! For the hive! You challenge me? It's not one mind.
I will serve the queen.
You will serve me and Brainiac in the end.
Now, my choice is between
Signaling Brainiac for assistance.
Hive Stinger's Cloak or Hive Stinger's Cloak. I think I'll go with Hive Stinger's Cloak.
From many, one. One mind. One goal. One queen. So they think they are mighty. They think their swarm rivals mine. Soon all of their thoughts will be for me alone. All minds will be one mind. Mine! Brainiac has promised this. Brainiac, I obey. The hive mind has one mind, one queen, and now a king.
Brainiac is in control of Queen Bee. He's using her drones to recover his exobites. I hope this stings Brainiac in the end, but if she doesn't, we will. I'll be in touch, and thanks. Superman out.
Hive mind transmission. The Queen commands us.
That's part of a collection. Add that. Oh yeah. I think I've now got a bunch of Jarkir costume pieces unlocked. Got a Jarkir hat. I got Jarkir shoulders. Yes, but they're not unlocked. Wow, they're big boys, aren't they? Chunky shoulders. Is there a Jarkir cape? Yes, there is. Okay. Don't have Jarkir chest unlocked yet. I think the gloves are kind of chunky as well. Yeah, wow. Waist. A lot of circles involved, aren't there? That's the full Jarkir set. Anyway. Surprised I'm not getting anyone talking to me. I usually would by this point. This is the start location for a race. I'm not very good at navigating through the rings that they create for races. So a race course in this will have a sequence of rings placed across the zone that you will need to fly through in the correct sequence. I'm not very good at navigating through them. So usually I ignore races. Oh yeah. Oh, so I need to speak to Flash.
So now you're the hero-sized bug zapper. Nice! I'll be working with you again soon.
You won't. This is almost the last time that you see Flash. You hardly ever see him again. I mean, you can come by and say hi to him. That's fine. But,
Supergirl here, talking to you from 1,000 years in the future. My good friend Querl Docs, Brainiac 5, has requested you join the Legion of Superheroes. Dreamgirl had a vision of you, the Teen Titans, and the Legion of Superheroes fighting the Sorcerer Mordru. So take a time bubble and meet me here. And bring some sturdy old-fashioned pens. A lot of the Legionnaires have requested autographs.
Keeping your equipment in good working order makes all the difference, as well as
No.
making sure you've got the latest, greatest gear.
yes, Brainiac, the Corleone mastermind behind the Losh. Brainiac 5 is a future version of Brainiac. That's why he's Brainiac 5, not Brainiac 1. This future version of Brainiac in the Legion of Superheroes is a morally good one, rather than a not version descendant. Yeah. Shock the Monkey. Nice job gathering those bomb components in Little Bohemia. Star Labs will start analysing them immediately. The machinations of Zazzala have not gone unnoticed. By your efforts gathering HIVE technology from Little Bohemia, you have further exposed her plans to the League. We are in your debt. And another pair of pants. Corleones are biological beings and can have children the way humans do. Yes. So that's a pair of bio-shaped Gorillium leggings. And that has given me the biomech leg cosmetic part, and now this will give me the Jarkir cosmetic appearance. So I just got biomech and also Jarkir, which I had a look at before. No, I don't want to go to the 31st century and visit Supergirl. There's probably not a whole lot of point in doing Vault Ambush. Yeah, Ambush Bug is kind of... I think he was created after Deadpool, and he was created to kind of be in the same, like, third wall or fourth wall leaning role. But he functions very differently, and he's definitely not as adult, at least not in this incarnation. It's basically a way for you to earn loot. You enter a sort of big top, like a circus space. But then when you get there, it's the Joker's voice lines, not voice lines from Ambush Bug, who has a different voice actor, which is weird. One of the Legion of Superheroes stories has to do with one of the Brainiacs having a half-Corleone child with one of the non-Corleone Legion of Superheroes members, and Joker throws bombs at you. Well, bombs drop from the ceiling. I don't know that it's him throwing them at you, necessarily. The World of Tomorrow. Meet with Zatanna in the Chinatown safe house. So I think this is going to be...
Heads up, there's trouble in the Tomorrow district. Circe's bestiamorphs are all over the area, which means Circe can't be far behind. Zatanna in the Chinatown safe house can give you further instructions.
There we go. It's probably easiest to... Yeah, I can teleport now. Because I'm level 9, or, well, I'm 13 now, but after hitting level 9, I think, you gain the ability to use the teleporter. So let's go to Chinatown and listen to Zatanna. So if you'd chosen Wonder Woman as your mentor, you would have been getting your missions from here the whole time. You would do Felix Faust, and then you would do Trigon Rising, where you initially face off against the Teen Titans, who are being mind-controlled by a possessed Raven. And then you come back here and get another mission from Zatanna. This is the first mission that everyone gets, regardless of their background. I think the teleporter only has a watchtower option if you've never been there before. No, I checked earlier before I was level 9, and I couldn't use the teleporter at all. I think I was level 6. It wouldn't let me use the teleporter to go anywhere.
Amazon forces, including Wonder Girl herself, have responded, but more help is needed. Get down there and stop Circe.
There's actually a pair of leg options you can use that look similar to... well, you buy them with premium money, but it's net, which is solid, as you can see, and sheer net, which is supposed to show your leg colour, but is not working very well in this instance. You can click a button on the map to teleport to the watchtower from anywhere. Oh, can you? Okay. The thing about the net and sheer net options is that the material does not really very well match the appearance of any of the other, like, top costume options. Open up the big map and click warp menu. Ah, okay. Thank you. That's helpful. I didn't know that was there. I mean, usually the game leads you around by the nose, so getting around isn't terribly difficult. You just go exactly where you're directed. So yes, this is the Chinatown safe house, and it's got a very green look to it. Very nice statues of carp here. And I know where these guys are because I usually pick magic as my origin, but so occasionally you'll find dudes here or slightly further along up here trying to break in through the windows, and that's one of a few different types of incidental hero work that you can do as a hero character. So you stop those guys from breaking in, or you can find people trying to break into an ATM, and sometimes you'll find a supervillain called Captain Cruel. Attacking a police officer. You basically just need to watch out for red dots on the minimap where there wouldn't ordinarily be any. I mean, here is part of the mission area for Trigon Rising, which takes you eventually over to that sort of gold-looking building over there, which is the Science Police headquarters. And basically you go in there and you help Raven break free of Trigon's control and help her kick him out of her mind. There's a perk for arresting all of the LexCorp agents trying to steal HIVE stuff. Yep. probably just enter the
My
zone.
greetings.
There we go.
Circe's bestiomorphs are running rampant in the Tomorrow district. Wonder Girl went in to investigate, but I have not heard from her since. Clearly, Circe is up to foul play. I charge you, track down Wonder Girl and defeat Circe's plans.
The carving on this horn is likely self-inflicted.
So these rhino dudes, they certainly used to be much more difficult to fight, to my memory, than they are now. It might just be the combination of powers and weapon that I've got, and my experience fighting them. But if you're playing for the first time and you come up against one of those rhinos, be aware that they're kind of a pain. They can hit you really hard, and in a situation like this, where there's already a rhino, well, a bestiomorph berserker, and a bunch of bestiomorphs, you might find yourself getting swarmed. It can happen. Just didn't manage to fully deal with him there. Okay. So it's interesting to note that that was a male lion.
I must fall back.
With a mane who has been transformed back into human form, into a woman, which is a bit odd. I think it's just that I'm using a shield and can stun lock them, that they're not as big of a problem as I remember them being.
Oh boy, Giganta kidnapped Wonder Girl? She's always wanted the power of an Amazon princess. Circe must have promised her exactly that. We have to get to Wonder Girl quickly.
Circe's beasts will know where Giganta has taken Wonder Girl. Seek out Lieutenant Pythia. She will give you something to loosen their tongues.
And no, it's not a pair of pliers. Or a knife. So this is the side mission, and this is the main contact for the main mission. But because they're right next to one another, it makes things
Circe's bestiomorphs carry Circe's
convenient.
ambrosia elixir, a deadly poison to Amazons. Confiscate this elixir and save my sisters! Oh good, you are here. Take this torch of remembrance. Wonder Woman wants its power in your...
That promethium flame will draw the information out of those bestiomorphs. No matter how the poor beasts try to protect their mistress.
Each of them, when you do that, has a slightly different voice line, and gradually
It is not uncommon for them to engrave symbols of their conquests onto tusks and fangs.
gradually you get the impression that Circe has created some magic for Giganta to use at the metro station.
Enough! They took Amazon Girl to the metro.
Yeah, there we go. So there's a main metro station nearby that we will get to. In fact, we'll go inside.
Kidnapping, those mystic stones, all this points to Circe creating a ritual to swap Giganta's mind into Wonder Girl's body. This is really big. No pun intended.
DCUO Wiki claims that DCUO got a Guinness Book of World Records entry for most voice actors in an MMO. Nice!
Circe has enchanted those Sisyphean stones to prevent you from passing through. Destroy them. We must stop the ritual Circe and Giganta have planned for Wonder Girl.
Yeah, so these Sisyphean stones... Oh, I hadn't finished confiscating... Had I done that? Destroy the barrier. Oh, I guess Ravenforce finished that mission for me. Thank you very much. That was very handy. Oh, and my level has increased as well.
Circe, Wonder Girl to Giganta. I tell you nothing.
I think we're done in this area now. Sometimes there will be a huge Minotaur hanging out in this area. As long as you don't attack him, he won't attack you. He's usually rampaging around up and down here. He's obviously not here at the moment, so he must have been defeated recently. Or sometimes he spawns and despawns. I'm not sure which.
Circe's Sisyphean stones store massive amounts of magical energy. Destroy the stones and bring the shards to us. We cannot allow Circe to have that much power.
I can see the chat in the game. I don't always remember to look at it. Before you do any more, the benefit of being a flying player is that you can fly above these guys and hit the stones without having to fight the group of dudes who are all guarding the stone, which makes life much easier.
To the attack!
There's also some more voice logs here.
This fang could aid the Sentinels of Magic's restorative incantations.
Haha. I mean, if you really want to fight the Beastie Horse, then there's nothing stopping you. Oh good, okay, yes, I can see the chat. Because all chat is together, maybe I can figure out a way of only seeing the voice chat or the group chat in one tab. Ah, that's nice. OBS just decided to stop the stream again. But it is back now. It should be. Yes, there we go. I'm not sure where you saw up to. But thank you for alerting me to the fact that OBS had once again just fucked up for no reason. It is streaming. Yes, it is streaming. Okay. So I just got a mission from Amazon Talana to recover a mirror of Narcissus, by which the Amazons learn of Circe's plans. So the Bestiomorph General Tietus has the mirror of Narcissus. I think it works by whenever Circe talks to herself in her reflection about the plans that she's got, it relays that reflection to the mirror of Narcissus, so that whoever holds the mirror of Narcissus, in this case ideally the Amazons.
Giganta once wanted to possess my own body. Now Circe must have promised her Wonder Girls. Knowing Giganta, her greed and impatience will lead her to rush the ritual. Go carefully. A mistake could condemn them both.
Please help me out! My squad is in there, and who knows what that Circe person and her monsters have done to them. I'd go in myself, but I got a wife and kids.
Presumably the mirror of Narcissus works by whenever Circe talks to her reflection about her plans, that reflection appears in the mirror of Narcissus. I don't know why these are here. These are
beasts are at my command. Challenge me and die, mortal.
These look like Roman shields, not Greek ones, particularly the iconography. But oh well, whatever. Before you defeat the General Tacitus up there, I just want to go into these side rooms because there's objectives in there, and if you defeat him, the mission kind of progresses without you, or progresses whether you're there or not. And I would prefer to be there whilst it progresses.
Falling back to replace.
Kind of surprised that these police officers haven't been transformed into bestiomorphs.
This claw did not come from a quadrupedal wolf.
Also worth noting, if it's occasionally possible for the Amazon reinforcements here to fight him and defeat him before you get to him, if you're doing the side mission of freeing the police officers in these side bits here, at which point you will not get the reward for defeating him because the game doesn't consider it to have been you who defeated the general. In which case you will need to do the mission again. So you could complete the mission and then re-enter to retry just the first bit. You wouldn't have to do the whole thing over again. You could just do the first part again. I hear shark made out of water, which is really cool, by the way. Ooh. There's the loot chest. Hello, loot. And there's a hotline to rescue.
They took her deeper into the station. We must stay on their trail.
And a voice log, which might be the last. No, there's one more. Okay.
Hopefully each recovered artifact will aid in the Circe's.
So once the gate here opens, I want to do something. There's a tactic that I like to use to make life a bit easier. It really only works if you're, well, I mean, it might work if your travel power is different, but it really works very well if your travel power is flight. So those blue stones you can see in there, you need to destroy them to undo the effect that
Fight on!
shabby armor. You got a hideout decoration. I did. So you need to undo you need to destroy those to undo whatever it is that
You're too late. I have already begun the ritual with a few minor improvements. Now I will transfer my powerful mind into Wonder Girl's body, and the strength of the gods will be mine.
And if you use
What's happening? It's like you've got hooks in my mind.
It's working! It's working! I feel her power! Your body is mine!
Sometimes you can pinball around inside here, destroying all of these whilst the cutscene is playing. Also worth noting, in my opinion, that Wonder Girl, not the brightest tool in the shed. Giganta literally just told us what she's doing. She's using these stones to swap minds, and then
Because there's no way I could pull my favorite jeans over your giant behind.
Bigger is better, Wonder Brat! Ditch your training rod! Find out!
And then Wonder Girl asks, "What's going on?" Like she hadn't just been listening to Giganta talk to her right in front of her.
Not a good idea to get me angry. When I get angry, I get elemental.
So we skipped a part of the fight there because we defeated Giganta too quickly, but Wonder Girl would have started to... oh, let's listen to Wonder Girl first, I suppose.
Whew! Back in my own skin again. You really don't appreciate how awesome your boots are till you walk around in someone else's. I'll take care of Big Bertha here. Thanks again. I hate liars.
Anyone who cheats, or steals, or tries to push other people around, or make you do what they want just because they're stronger. But I especially hate when they try to make the whole world like they are, using their lies to make people into slaves. That's when I have to get all Amazon on their ass. Hey, it's true that might doesn't make right, but sometimes it sure helps.
Plan to use Giganta and Wonder Girl has failed. Knowing Circe, she will simply turn her eye to other targets. But we will be ready for her. My thanks. We will speak again soon.
I swear that headline animation used to be from Giganta's perspective, not Wonder Girl's. Cassandra doesn't seem to know that Giganta can shrink down to normal size if she wants. Yeah, I'm not impressed by Cassandra, Wonder Girl's intelligence at all through these interactions. We're going to the 31st century map. Sets your character level to 310. Impressive.
The incantation on this scale is dark magic indeed.
Yeah, so I picked up a shabby armoire, which is a piece. Use this item to add it to your personal base inventory, or donate it to the League Hall to add it to your League's decoration inventory. Ooh, collect 50 costume styles. Nice. Yeah, I think Wonder Girl is probably less than 16 in age here. I'm not quite sure how old she is. It depends which version of Wonder Girl she is. That's obviously not Troya, the first Wonder Girl. That will be Cassandra, the second. And she... I'm not going to step into the mire of what exactly Troya's origin story is, because it tends to vary wildly. But Cassandra's origin story tends to be that she is the half-god daughter of Zeus. Troya's also in DCUO. Yes, she wears mostly black. It's just that sometimes often Troya is the first Wonder Girl. So, like, if you come across a Wonder Girl in general, if she has dark hair and wears black with star spangles, that will be Troya or Donna Troy. Much like Robin, there are more than one people who take on the mantle of Robin over time. And in the game, the Wonder Girl that we meet is the second. Just in general DC lore, there is more than one Wonder Girl, like there is more than one Robin.
So, you took Giganta. The bigger they are, the harder they fall.
Yeah, you'll meet Troya during Trigon Rising. Black Widow Natasha, nice. Flying, it's not a power that you usually see Black Widow exhibit.
Showtime! The demon Trigon is rising right here in Metropolis. Oh. I'll get there when I can. Until then, think you can handle it?
So I can just go and do Raven Unleashed, Trigon Rising. Nice. Well, let's do that.
I call upon you as one who has been proven in battle. Dr. Fate's ward against Trigon has broken. Now Trigon's demons rampage throughout the Tomorrow District. The Science Police's powers are not enough. Defend against this evil, and hurry.
I mean, I think that Raven Force as Alara Wavestorm has probably already done that, because Troya hangs out in the Watchtower. Okay. Yeah, the Watchtower's pretty big. I think you'd be forgiven for not noticing absolutely everyone who hangs out there. Oh, you haven't done it. Okay. Well, you can probably pick it up from Zatanna back there. But if you have already left and you don't want to go back, then I can share it with you. I know that Raven hangs out in the Watchtower. It's already assigned to Alara. Okay. Didn't need to share it.
I work for Madame Xanadu's magic shop in Metropolis. We try to keep demon horns in stock for white magic rituals, but they've been pretty hard to come by. Think you can grab me some?
I have new mail, and that'll be mail from the last mission arc that we did. Because there is a bit of a lag between finding the last of the audio logs and actually getting the object in the mail from the contact who sends it to you. I think the villain half of this mission sequence happens over here, because there's definitely magic stuff happening here. Not sure who the contact is. Oh well.
Blood Priest Chronicle. This once weak healing scroll has been infused with the power of lust by one of Trigon's sons.
So turns out those Trigon worshippers don't have horns you can cut off, I guess. There are actual demons, not possessed peoples, like the Soul Screams, who do have horns.
Trigon's evil energy is manifesting in dark orbs. Bring them to the Circle of Purification cast by the Science Police so they can be neutralized.
Some hero and villain missions are literally the same location, just with a different faction to assist. Yes, the one that most clearly sticks out to me is the ones for the Green Lantern mission that you do later, where so with these, if your aim is good, because they're a physical object, you don't actually have to physically take the object into the circle, you can just throw it. Oh, missed. This circle is kind of small. So these sort of teal guys, these are the demons that you need to defeat, and they do have horns. They've got a pair of quite big curly horns. So defeating them gets you a horn.
You cannot stop destiny.
Destiny in DC is kind of finicky. Sometimes you can defeat Destiny. It's kind of an odd thing. Okay, there we go. quite an unhappy chappy. Just need one or two more of those. Also, the Legion of Doom has... Oh, I've done the ones at the college that deal with the Trigon cult there. One side is to beat up the Trigon cultists, the other is to beat up the security guards. Also, the Legion of Doom headquarters has several of those people transformed to look like mini Trigons. Not sure who they are as their background NPCs. Have we done that already?
Metropolis formed the Science Police as their own superpowered force, but even their magical officers can't do with Trigon. Let's hope you can.
Oh, I hadn't finished the bigger they are. Right, complete that. Don't have the costume piece, even though the cosmetic piece rather. Even though I do have better cape. I think we've done this as well now.
Metropolis formed the Science Police as their own superpowered force, but even their magical officers can't do with Trigon. Let's hope you can.
So the next bit is here, where we have...
Trigon is using his daughter, the Titan Raven, to spread his foul energy. Then he will destroy her. Both she and the city are doomed unless we stop Trigon now. Find his demons on the rooftops and destroy their dark conversion vortices.
So there are vortices that demons are using to convert, in this case, students. And the moment that you attack the demon who is controlling the vortex, it starts a timer on the possessed student, and as long as you close the portal, the vortex, before the timer on the student runs out, they won't transform. But if you don't manage it, then they will. They'll transform into another possessed soul scream, I think. So definitely worth defeating the Trigon demon as quickly as you can. Because I don't know whether you actually manage to rescue the possessed student afterwards, after closing the vortex. Inside, the transformed students won't attack you, and you can get a really close look at the way Trigons spawn look. Yeah, there's a succubus down here somewhere, who is the villain side contact. I'm not sure where she is. She's got kind of a teal looking body. Aquamarine. Ah, there she is. No, that's not... Here we are. Okay, so not teal, sort of pink. Anyway, that's the contact for the villain side if you're doing this as a villain. Hero side, if they transform, they will try to kill you until you beat Trigon essence out of them. Yep.
Blood Priest Chronicle. This gem manipulates the very air around it, as though it were made of solid acid.
Weird.
Hello! I'm an independent researcher at Star Labs, doing work on pheromones. I think we can use that to help these corrupted citizens, but I need samples. Could you grab some and bring them to me? Thanks so much.
Yep, it's Dr. Arda. You need to find a person before they transform, I think. Here we are. And I think that the villain side is to interact with his people and speed up the transformation. You do something to them that causes them to transform. It's nice that they don't have to stay still for you to finish interacting with them. If they run off, it's not a problem.
You've got to stop them.
31st century signs are bilingual, English and Interlac, and it's actually spelled right in Interlac. What's Interlac? Is that an existing language, or is it like an invented DC original language? Run into a bug where you can get animation locked if they run too far and literally frozen in place until they run back into range. Wow, that must be annoying. Have we done that already? Yes.
Trying to raise Starfire and the other Titans, but no word since they went into the Science Police HQ. I'm calling Zatanna now to back you up.
Trigon holds Raven thralled to his dark will inside the Science Police headquarters. We must free her. But first, use your power to stop the demons spawning and lending their powers to Trigon outside the walls.
Interlac as an invented script used for Legion of Superhero stuff to make it look alien. Cool. Stat points. I think I'm going to go with Weapons Expert because I really prefer using the weapon combos rather than superpowers. Some more. Let's just buy Shield Mastery. There we go. And Flight. I don't particularly want attacks, so I'll just pick Dive Bomb because it's innate. And it will let me Dive Bomb dudes. And I'll demonstrate that in a minute. Enemy. No, that's someone else doing something else. That's not me. No.
Blood Priest Chronicle. Once merely an artifact, this staff now crawls with insects, feeding on its putrescent testament to Trigon's might.
Sounds pretty horrible.
Can you help me test out my theory? I've got a pheromone concoction here, and I was hoping to test it on Trigon's succubi. You'll have to knock them out for it to work, though. Can you do it?
Sure. Alright, let me see if I can dive bomb this dude. Oh no, he's a contact. I won't be able to do anything to him. Alright, these guys. Yep, there we go. I got a sort of red swoop effect. And just flying near to her activated the... oh, dealt her damage and knocked her over. So if you wanted to roleplay as a character without the range of powers you get from a power option, and just wanted to have like if you wanted to roleplay as a Thanagarian, so you would choose single weapon, and you'd give yourself bird wings, and then you could use some of the attack powers that are available in the flight set, like whirlwind attack or downdraft or swoop attack, one of these, to give yourself a selection of powers in your power bar that aren't from like power set, like the ones that are available at character creation.
Yes.
Also, those vortexes that you saw me attack just now, they used to be more difficult to deal with. They used to spawn 2 of the demons, not just the one.
Raven fought her father's evil all her life. To have him possess her now must be a living nightmare. A real one, since now all the Titans are off calm. Even Nightwing.
Zatanna confirms that Trigon has possessed Raven utterly. She has taken the Titans hostage. You must free them and save Raven from her father's evil.
The Science Police took down some Gotham thugs trying to do business in Metropolis. When the demons busted loose, they did too. Give me a hand finding and cuffing them? We got enough problems without the Gotham mob.
So these guys are actually kind of difficult to find, all of, unless you know where they are. Quite a lot of missions here. I don't need these. I'll hide them for now, but I will do them later. Don't need you here. I will do Welcome to the Watchtower later, but it's not necessary right now. Nor is Research and Development. Nor is that. So Protect and Serve is Dr. Sarah Charles, which is Supergirl, and Dr. Psycho, which is what we'll do next. But just at the moment, it's the Demon Inside and Police Science. And the Demon Inside is inside the Science Police building, and also inside Raven. But I like the little interplay there. Well, it's a pretty hard attack. For someone to drown on the spot. Yeah, that sounds quite horrible. So this is one of them.
Breaking out of this joint.
Oh yeah, created a bubble over their head. Wow. I mean, you would think that water would be a control set, really, not necessarily healing.
Hey, take it easy. I ain't running.
This will start a cutscene.
Fool to challenge me, Cyborg. Deal with your savior.
Sometimes there's a chest around here, and there's also this that I'll listen to once we're done with this fight.
Whoa! What's going on?
You
You cut one puppet strings, but I have more. Starfire, kill them!
I don't know why we don't just directly attack Raven at this point, but whatever.
Cyborg! Why are you and I fighting?
Trigon's been using Raven to control us.
Nightwing.
Oh no, picked the wrong
You are
one.
powerless to resist. Destroy them!
Okay, now I
Can't
can
stop
hover
now.
directly behind.
Trigon still controls Raven, and
Next
Raven
one, next
still
person.
controls Donna.
Donna Troy. Obey Trigon's will and destroy the Titans.
I'm gonna.
Fools! The inevitable is already upon you. This world is mine.
Wow, the future is fun. Just got the crap kicked out of me by the Emerald Empress. Wow, okay. Sounds like a bad time.
Blood Priest Chronicle. Once merely a seeing stone, this treasure has been blessed by the touch of Trigon's wrathful son.
Oh yeah. For some reason there's a big ceiling here that stops you from going all the way up. No idea why.
Thanks for jumping in. Raven's fighting him, but Trigon's hold is getting stronger. We have to find her and help her.
She got a different
Our
costume
best
on.
chance is to split up and search. Starfire and I will take the upper levels.
I'll search the rest of this floor.
Sounds like a plan. The hero and I will take the holding level. Come on.
The Emerald Eye of Ekron does this attack where it's dodge or die. Didn't run fast enough. Well, fair enough.
If you want trouble, you came to the right place.
Destiny!
So that escaped prisoner icon with the sort
My
of
boss will get you for this.
red-orange icon with handcuffs doesn't always show up. Hey, Raven.
Come no further if you value your lives.
I feel like it's fine to drown a demon like that. I mean, they're a demon, they serve Trigon, they're trying to bring about the end of the world as we know it.
No sign of her so far. Let's keep going.
I'm not quite sure thematically what the powers I'm using actually do. But they can't be pleasant either. I mean, in the case of my powers, it's more like I'm directly messing with like gluons and quarks and other elemental particles to mess with yeah, it's time and gravity. You get a feat for defeating all of Trigon's sin demons, and the last of the mob
Take it
dudes
easy. My boss will get you for this.
is back here too. So if you were to ignore that end of the fight, that end of the corridor and the fight going on there, and just swoop in here, you wouldn't complete the mission or get the feat for defeating all of the Trigon demons.
Glad you guys showed up. I'm holding her body in one place, but Raven's fighting Trigon deep in her soul. I can feel it.
What can we do?
I've got to stay here to keep the portal open, but only a true magical warrior can enter that soul self. The second that happens, I'm teleporting everyone else out of here.
It's all up to you. I know you and Raven can beat him down.
And then you have to wait
I
and
can't
talk
keep
to
Raven
Zazzala
contained
again.
for long. She's opened a portal to her soul self. She wants us to help her fight.
And now you can actually go in. Because there's so much white glowy stuff here, it might be a little bit difficult to tell that actually, yes, there is a door icon there with some text. Before you rush at Raven, there's an audio log over here.
Blood Priest Chronicle. This scepter was once unremarkable, but these demonic scorch marks belie its otherwise simple appearance.
You have me trapped. Please could you move backwards? I can't. Thank you. And now moving forwards towards Raven will start a
You
cutscene.
are too late. Raven is broken. Trigon's day has come.
You
You cannot save my daughter. She is merely a vessel for my power. I will tear your soul asunder.
How about you eat a bag of dicks, Trigon?
I will tear your soul asunder. Tear your soul asunder! Daughter, your will returns. What's left of it?
Trigon, you will leave this place.
You are free for now, daughter. But too late. My arrival is imminent.
I think it's reasonable to expect Raven to be spicy mad at her evil alter ego. Like that. I don't think I care about that very much. Let's get that. The thing I was deliberating over there that looked like a memory stick was a plugin for your armory in your hideout, which basically adds a location to teleport to your map. And because I'm perfectly fine using the safe houses and then fast traveling, or engaging the fast travel aspect of my travel power to get around various places, I don't actually care very much about adding extra.
Trigon's evil power has entered this world through me. But you have saved my soul, and I thank you. I hope you will fight at my side when his dark day comes.
Like a raven, I am an omen of darkness. Through me, Brother Blood has unleashed a dark and brutal evil onto this plane. I can no longer deny my fear that nothing, not even the Titans or our allies, can stop the demon Trigon from rising. He is an evil that has destroyed 10,000 worlds, and we are next, for this monster Trigon is my father.
Yeah, well, Trigon's not had to deal with us, has he?
Trigon's evil still permeates this plane, but thanks to your courage, Raven has been freed. This fight is far from over. Speak to Zatanna, and I will rejoin you soon.
Should have had the Tara Strong voice Raven here. Yeah, that would have been cool. Fun fact. Wait, no, not fun. More scary. Villain side. Almost all of Trigon's cultists are your allies. It seems short-sighted to support Trigon in any way. Seems like a wicked bad idea. Of the iconic powers, the one that I tend to choose is Robot Sidekick, because, as I understand it, having a DPS pet like this helps your DPS and helps you in combat. Certainly the power sets that have pets like Sorcery and like Earth are said to be some of the best, and I think that that's part of it. So I might at some point choose Robot Sidekick. I don't think I'm going to just at the moment, and none of the other powers really appeal. Not that I really tend to use powers very much anyway, so I'm just going to continue to buy. Stats in there. Thing is, Circe is actually not interested in letting Trigon come to Earth, but rather wants to borrow his power indefinitely. Yeah, I thought it would be something along the lines of we're going to trick this villain to let us borrow his power. The problem there is, I think it's fine if villains like Luther and Circe and, you know, sort of planetary level heroes, or villains rather, trick one another and like double cross one another, but when you come into trying to get clever with a being that has destroyed 10,000 worlds and will do the same to ours next, it's a bit too much of a risk. Like, sure, you get a major power boost from working with him at his behest, on his behalf. The balance is that Trigon wants to open a door to Earth, but isn't actually in a hurry. Not sure what's up with this screen, where it kind of... Yeah, I'm not sure why other weapons are an option. I mean, I guess it's so that you can, if you really want to, you can unlock other weapons, which it's nice that it's there. I mean, if you're trying to... I think it's probably mostly for RP purposes. Like, if you're a soldier, you might want your character to have access to dual pistols and a rifle, or if you're like supposed to be some kind of knight, then access to single weapon, dual wield bow maybe, or heavy weapon. That makes a certain amount of sense.
So, was it weird in Raven's soul self? Never mind. I'm good with mystery. Thanks for all your help. I'll give you a call the next time we put on a show.
I'm not sure, because I've never done it, so I don't know how easy it is to like pull out and switch between weapons whilst you're in combat. I don't think that you can. So I don't think that that's... Yeah, that's fine. Okay, cool. I got a check room. And let's sell some garbage.
I'm sure I have something here that can help you. Take a look.
Okay, so because I'm a free player, the maximum amount of cash I can get is 3,000 of the in-game currency. Then after that, escrow gets accrued. Which I think I pick up if I subscribe. Raven, cracks in the walls. The touch of Trigon must be cleansed from these items of power you gathered. These magical items, once so beneficial, now reek of taint. It will be a challenge, but I am up to the task. So, each of those voice logs that we listened to was describing a different artifact. One of them was a staff, one of them was a seeing stone. And so, basically, those icons represent you finding that object, or like finding a voice log, or like a journal entry, I think, that you compile together, and then in this case I have sent those objects to Raven, or handed them in, and then Raven's come and found them and gone, I'll deal with that. And as a result, she's sent me small demonic wings, pinions of Azazel, which would be a usable piece of gear, if not for the fact that I've out-leveled it already. But it also does give me a costume option, which is nice. Wonder Woman asked me to pass on her thanks. These bestiamorph relics you gathered will be a big help trying to figure out Circe's hex. She put quite a whammy on those guys. Hopefully we'll get them out of the animal suits soon. And I've already got that costume piece, but it's another piece of stuff to sell, I guess, which is not nothing.
I'm sure I have something here that can help you. Take a look.
Oh yeah, before I sell the pinions, I should probably pick up the style, even though I'm not actually going to wear them.
I'm sure I have something here that can help you. Take a look.
So that it's unlocked. 3,000 is for if you've bought at least $5 in the new version of the game. I was a sub back in SOE days, and that makes me a free player now, so I'm limited to 2,000. Okay, fair enough. I didn't realise that spending money on Daybreak coins increased the amount of available cash that you have by a small amount. 31st Century has the option to dress like the Emerald Empress. Since we were able to do the second mission available to Magic players, I guess we should probably go to Gotham and try and do... what's the one there? I don't remember. Let's find out. Is it Midtown? Diamond District? No, it's East End, isn't it? Select. There's also a feat, by the way, I'll show you once we get outside, to have some LexCorp stuff to do, apparently. The next mission that we've got should probably be... what would it be? It'll probably be in Metropolis, and it will take you to next to the hospital, and LexCorp are messing around there, trying to keep parahumans or metahumans captured. Yes, so here is an example of a Gotham police precinct or safe house. So it's exactly the same layout here, but the internal like visuals are very, very different. Like this place is really gone through the ringer. So who do I need to talk to here? Batwoman.
We've got a fire to put out.
Yes, Bane,
Bane's
there we
back
go.
on the Venom and taking over Cape Carmine. Sound like a dream job?
Right, so the second mission that you get if you're a tech hero is from Batwoman, and it's to deal with Bane. I won't, because I'm not a tech hero, I won't get the first mission that you ever do, which is against Scarecrow. But if I take the time, I can go around and find all of the green exclamation points that are out here. And I could do the same for the Felix Faust mission. Like, there's an exclamation point there, but I'll do that later. So, this is the East End safe house, GCPD 9th Precinct. This is, you can't really see it very well looking there, but if you look up here, it's the bat signal. And if you fly on top of it, you get a feat. Lex was experimenting on people and used energy he got out of exabytes to give regular humans weak superpowers against their will. Phil inside, your job is to collect the research data associated with the project so Lex can at least read through the results of the horribly unsafe experiment. Yeah, well, I was leaving it to reveal when we got there, because doing the missions unveils the hero side of that. So yes, I wasn't 100% sure that it was Lex giving people weak superpowers. I thought that maybe he'd captured people who had gained superpowers from exabytes, just in the same way that we did, but who hadn't decided to become superheroes or hadn't got particularly powerful powers. Not actually sure where Crime Alley is from here. Yeah. Eastern Bowery. Oh, there we are, Crime Alley. I can probably get the feat from visiting the site where where Bruce's parents died. So I think this is Crime Alley. If I fly through here, visit the Wayne Memorial in Crime Alley. There we go. A feat. And there's an exabyte up here. There's all sorts of those location-based feats around everywhere. So these give you tours, helmed by Booster Gold. I don't usually bother with them when I'm just on a normal playthrough. But I'll go through listening to each of them at some point during a stream, because they reveal more story. And that is the purpose of this stream, to look at the stories that the game is telling. Currently we are hurrying to Cape Carmine to stop
Bane is back in Gotham. He uses Venom to fuel his immense strength and brutality. And now his gang is selling the stuff all over the East End. Venom's a short-lasting steroid, not your typical street drug. Take some samples for analysis, and get that Venom off the streets.
Booster Gold gives you ring items, and it's an easy way to get rings early game. Oh, cool! I didn't know that. I mean, I didn't really remember. It's been a very long time since I've actually done any of the booster tours.
Run!
But definitely worth knowing. Thank you. No worries, Raven Force. As you can see, always night here. Well, it's night currently, and it never becomes day. This is how it is here in Gotham. Yeah, as I said before, sometimes when you're flying around, you can hear NPC citizens say things like, I can't remember the last time I saw the sun, which is kind of hilarious and kind of horrible.
Vicky Vale exclusive. Quetzalcoatl, the feathered serpent, is a widely used symbol of Bane's followers.
The rings you get from Booster Gold aren't great items, but you can actually get those items as random, and you can get those as random loot, but hey, all you have to do is fly around to complete it. Yeah, fair enough. So, these guys are about level 7, I'm level 19, I way outclassed them. It's worth noting, if you're doing this at level, they're much more difficult to deal with, because the moment you start attacking them, they get hopped up on Venom, and become bigger and stronger, and I think do more damage. Which makes sense if you're fighting people with melee weapons, but if they're using guns, I don't know how a gun gains more damage, because the wielder is hopped up on Venom. That doesn't make any sense to me, but oh well. Oh, I probably should have waited for Raven Force. I'm not sure. It's the East End one. Oh, you're already here. Okay, cool. I thought maybe you'd gone to one of the other safe houses. Superhero landing. These sort of multicolored beacons over big orange Christmas trees are part of the Christmas event. Who's this down here? Oh, it's a hopper. Okay. I thought because he was so far out of the area of another event, it might be a random incidental event. Maybe I should be calling Raven Force Alara since we're in this game rather than Champions Online. Either is fine. Most people know you as Raven though. Okay. Oh yeah, this reminds me, listen to the noise those interacts make. Might get confusing if you're talking about DCU or Raven. Yeah, true. You mean these interacts? I can't hear them making any noise. Or do you mean the interacts in glowing circles? Oh, the exclamation mark and question mark. Yeah, they have an audio cue which lets you know that they're nearby, which I think is really helpful.
These samples are a weaker version of Bane's usual Venom. A mega steroid like Venom doesn't just build muscles. It can destroy your body. And it smells terrible, I might add.
This is a new sort of venom, extremely volatile and short-lived. So Bane's thugs need a constant supply to keep up their strength. See if you can find his main distribution center. And convince Bane's main distributor to find some other means of employment.
No, that's a bit much, isn't it? Maybe I'll go with biker shoulders. That was kind of cool. Yeah, okay, no worries. I wasn't quite sure what progress you were making on it, or how long you are. Also not sure whether me defeating dudes now, because I've completed the mission, is any help to you, but...
Help! Help!
Also, should be fairly easy because we're both level 19. We outclass these guys by like 12 levels. Okay. That'll be the things in these boxes, won't it?
Quick, get into the leg.
Or is it the next mission? Oh well. Guess I'll find out.
You'll need to persuade Bane's thugs to give up their main supplier. Take out their Venom injectors. They'll talk.
Vicky Vale on Tlaylock, the god of water. This image is used by many of Bane's more fluid fighters.
Hello. We're trying to see if we can collect the basic injectors the hoppers carry. Without that, the Venom can't enter their system. How about it? Can you grab some?
So there is another body type, at least for men, in the game. That being the body type that this detective has. Sometimes you'll see a superhero around who has a similar body type, in that he's very round. He'll be taller. He'll be in red and blue, I think.
Protect the stage!
Little bit disappointed that you can't pick a superhero body that looks like that. I mean, why can't you play as a big round bouncy boy
I don't know anything. I
fighting
swear.
crime? There should be... Oh no, there's one. I'm going to pick that up. Aha! There's a blue one here though.
Let the bad show his face around here now.
The sun is shining. Wake up with our fire and ice spiced iced coffee. It's always sunny at $1.
Venom is supposed to make me invincible.
think it's these guys that we need. Street soldiers.
I smell combat. I don't deserve this. They don't tell me anything.
There's sections of the very, very wide-looking rail line here that have obviously been destroyed. Which is a nice touch. DCUO's costume system is in many ways simpler than CO and has less options. Yeah, it's less flexible. I still quite like it. I kind of like earning costume pieces.
We've been tracking Bane's distribution system through Gotham. They've made me as a cop, but you could get through and check out those terminals for me. What do you say?
It is unfortunate that it's not quite as flexible, certainly with body type adjustments, but you can still come up with very unique looking characters. You have to work quite hard to make a character that looks similar to another character. I mean, it's easier, or it happens more frequently if you're creating a character based on Superman or Batman or whatever, but there's certainly enough costume pieces and enough ways to vary. Unfortunately, in this you do need to defeat Venom enhanced dogs, which is quite sad. Poor dog doesn't know what it's doing, I don't imagine. And it can't have been trained very well or be raised very well. I think in the lighthouse level that we get to later, where we actually fight Bane, it's a side mission, or it's a feat to destroy those canister things that I just found, because those apparently contain venom.
Venom is supposed to make me invincible.
Provided you get all of them, you get a feat for it. I don't know whether it's a mission or not, though. No, I didn't really get that. Chest. Retrotech, nice. What does the Retrotech chest piece look like? Ah, yes. Nice. Apparently picking up this console piece and then slamming it into place here works to make it function. Not quite sure how.
Looks like you could use some help.
Not really. I think we're fine.
Break you, chump. Just like Bane broke the back. You got lucky, punk. That's all
Vicky Vale exclusive. Bane's recruiters often bear the image of Kamakshli, god of the hunt.
I thought one Bane was bad, but with Venom on the street, everyone thinks they're a backbreaker. Good to know you're out there taking care of it.
Bane kicked the Venom once, but he's back on again. And the last time he was using, he broke Batman's back. So for me and Nightwing, this is personal. We're not losing anyone to Bane ever again.
Even with their distribution hub down, Venom is still out on the street. Destroy it. When Bane's hopped-up thugs object, take them out and detach their Venom injectors for their own good.
This Gothic lighthouse is where we will be doing the final part of this mission sequence.
Bane says if we smash you, we can keep your stuff! Oh man, make it stop!
I'm not sure what this is for. There's usually... Aha.
Venom is mine!
There's blue exclamation point.
I am Bane, and this is the voice of the enemy. The Bat. I will break him!
This is Batman. That venom you're injecting, it will destroy you from the inside. There's only one kind of strength, and it doesn't come from a drug.
Fine!
Until you
I don't need any help.
You'll never know what that is.
Away the Venom! I love this Venom! I feel so strong! What are you... fine! Off of me. I don't need any help! I made it! The Venom is mine! No more pain!
Cool new pants in the future. Nice.
The Falcone crime syndicate has ruined this neighborhood. These Bane thugs are an improvement, you ask me. There's some Falcone hoods just south of here. Show them we've got a hero on our side, will you?
Venom's wearing off! Fine! I don't need any help! Venom.
You just say the juice is loose.
Vicky Vale reporting. Meshley, god of war, is often worn by Bane's street forces.
Falcone, the Falcone family is often an early impediment to Batman. It'll be like, is it Carmine Falcone? Is often one of Batman's first major enemies. I think the Falcone family might also be the crime family responsible for Robin
Get off of me!
Losing his family. I think, well, it might depend on the continuity, but I think that it might be the Falcones coming and wanting protection money from the circus, and the circus refuses. So the Falcone family retaliate. I don't remember for sure. I think that these are related to some kind of mission, but I don't remember at all what they're for. Ooh, another question mark. That's the only downside to flight as a travel power. It kind of drifts. It's difficult to stop exactly where you want to stop. So we're looking for Falcone dudes. There we are.
Don't hurt me.
Oh, maybe we've completed it already. Some missions don't have direct dialogues or analogs. There's one villain side mission in Gotham to blow up police cars with Joker-designed bombs. Fair enough.
Batman is a big believer in tough love, or just being tough. Those thugs will recover, but they'll be hurting for a while.
The Toxic Avenger.
Bane's addicted to Venom, but he's no fool. I've tracked his main stash to the Cape Carmine lighthouse. There's an unguarded entry up top, behind the light. Nightwing's inside, but no one should try to take out Bane alone. Bane can be deadly. Believe me, I know.
I've already collected that item, okay.
My lighthouse is full of that disgusting venom. Just the smell makes me sick. Clear it out and I'll make it worth your while.
Sounds like there's yeah, here we go. An exhibit somewhere. Let's head in. There might be, I mean, there is a mission later on where you're facing the Joker, and there's a bunch of his crazy gang members who are using bombs around the city in Gotham, which might be, but given that I don't know exactly what point in the progression the mission you're talking about is set at, I I wouldn't be able to tell exactly whether there was really was a hero equivalent to the mission you're describing.
Venom's wearing off.
Okay, so it is a mission objective to find all of the canisters of venom that are hidden around here. In fact, they've got a next time I see one, I'll point it out. But they've got a sort of orange-yellow lightning bolt in a circle as a marker that indicates that it's a mission objective. But still, getting them all, I think, is a feat. So I'm not quite sure how that works. Yeah, here we are. It's 4 of them this time. It might be that there's more of them than the 15 required to complete the mission, and so if you stop after 15, you don't get the feat.
I feel so strong. What gives?
But without actually getting to the end, I can't actually remember for sure.
I'm taking you for Bane.
Quite sure how a dog learns to spit toxic goo out. I mean, I guess that's kind of throwing up. Oh, there we go. You get a feat for completing... maybe it's for completing all of the side missions? I never really paid that much attention to the actual text of the alert that comes in. Remember the mission series you got? Hero side to beat up Grodd. That's for meta heroes, for tech villains. Yeah, you do a few errands for the Joker, then have to fight Huntress in a warehouse. Ah, okay.
I'll never get to have Venom. You're on Earth now.
So the tech hero equivalent of the first mission that only heroes of your origin get
Once I prove myself
in Gotham is against Scarecrow, as I've said before, but oh, there we go. Defeat all enemies and destroy all Venom canisters. So that was a couple more canisters that weren't marked as mission objectives. I knew there was an extra feat for doing that. So I guess the equivalent on the hero side of the part that you're talking about, Mohawkman, is... yeah, because it's against Scarecrow, it's basically unrelated to doing anything, having anything to do with there's a voice thing over here. Having anything to do with Joker.
Ixchli is the symbol of stone and sacrifice.
Hey, so Batman sent you in. Good times. Let's show these guys we don't need their stinking venom to beat them down.
wonder whether this or the fight in the Teen Titans, or with the Teen Titans in the Science Police headquarters happens first.
Death will be a relief for you!
I think you used to have to get him to charge into either the barrels or into these pillars. Or maybe you would have to do that if you were doing this at level rather than above level.
I will grind your bones to dust!
Oh, I have a wonderful choice between barbed shoulder guards of the Enforcer or barbed shoulder guards of the Enforcer. Tough choice. Yeah. Let's speak to Nightwing.
Good job, hero. I'll take care of Bane. Thanks for the assist.
Sometimes I wonder why I stay in this stinking, polluted city. The Falcones, Bane, Two-Face, Mad Hatter, that Hush freak, Killer Croc, Catwoman, not to mention the Joker. There's too much competition. But I'm a businessman, and I smell opportunity. So when this little gang war blows the lid off Gotham, Penguin's gonna have a nice little umbrella for when it starts raining blood.
I like that the
I'll speak to Dr. Tompkins about rehab possibilities. In the meantime, he'll stay in custody. Meet Batwoman at the safe house. I'll have further missions for you soon. Batman out.
I like that the transcription for Penguin's laugh at the end says quacking intensifies.
Vicky Vale reporting. Xochipilli is frequently depicted by street artists.
Is that not all of them? Oh, it is. Okay. So we'll get a chest piece from it. I'm surprised it didn't give us a feat for completing them all. Oh well.
No! Don't take away the Venom!
And then we'll hand this in at the DCPD station over here. And I think that will be the end of the stream today. Because we're at 10 past 11.
You've survived Scarecrow and Bane. I can only imagine what Gotham will throw at you next. Good to have you on the team.
I haven't actually faced Scarecrow. I guess that voice line doesn't change regardless of whether you're a tech hero or not. But it's interesting to know that I think that friends, you can only add characters rather than accounts, so you would need to add Quantum Issues as a friend if you wanted to have me added. And oh, Supreme Spider. I wonder what power set he's chosen. That's a bit of a risky move there. He's probably got acrobatics as a movement power, but maybe gadgets? Who knows? Surprised it didn't have a voice line at the end there. Oh well. Anyway. Oh yeah. It's the 1st of January. Happy New Year to everyone. Almost almost the 2nd. Well, that will be it for today. Thank you for coming by and watching. I hope you've had a good time. I'm glad that OBS has behaved largely, and that when it didn't, I caught it, or rather Marhawkman caught it, and let me know so that I could sort it out. Sorry about the issue with my internet just dropping out. That wasn't something I had any ability to control, unfortunately, but that's it for today. Deadpool, very nice. I'll be back here on Monday. At 8 PM, and hopefully we won't have any more problems with OBS crapping out. But if there are any, I'll have to deal with them, I suppose. That's 8 PM GMT. Until then, thanks for watching.